Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast, hosted by my dad, the BeerDad, the most awesomest dad around, Justin Allen, and his most awesome co-host, the master brewer himself, the Brewed, Joshua Kunkel. Grab a cold one, kick back and relax, and enjoy the show. Cheers, everybody.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BeerDad and Brewed Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Justin Allen, joined by my co-host, Mr. Joshua Kunkel.
Howdy, how?
And today we have a special guest, and we're actually on site, special location. We have Jimmy here from the Craft Lounge. Jimmy, tell everybody hello.
Hello, hello.
So we are here in Beaumont, California at the Craft Lounge, which is an awesome tap room and bottle shop located on Beaumont Avenue, just north of the 10 freeway. They have tons of beers on tap, tons of beers available for you to purchase to either enjoy here in the nice lounge or take home and enjoy yourselves. So Jimmy, tell us a little bit about the Craft Lounge.
The Craft Lounge. Well, it's kind of a little dream that my partner Jason and I have had. Decided to open this up last year. Got it open. We got 14 rotating taps. We have, right now, 6 doors of beers that we're filling, getting them all taken care of there. We have music and food on the weekends, tap takeovers, time to time.
No, swung by for your trivia nights you've been doing on Monday. Those are pretty fun.
Trivia nights have been a big hit here in Beaumont. And we have more events that are coming down the pipeline, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome. And so how long have you been open now?
It'll be a year in March.
1 year in March.
1 year in March.
So are you going to be doing anything special for your 1 year anniversary?
We are planning a beer fest in our back parking lot here.
Awesome.
Hopefully having a lot of pretty cool breweries and stuff coming out, some food vendors, a stage, that kind of stuff. So yeah, look out for that.
Sounds good. Well, everybody will have to check out all your social media sites and website for that. And well, we're going to do what we always do, and that's enjoy a nice beer share. So we've got some beers that Josh went and procured from our good friend Devin out at Desert Beer Company. We're going to have some of that, and then Jimmy is sharing some beers with us that he carries here. So what were the beers that we're having here, Josh?
So we got Hitchhiking Ghost from Brouwerji West.
Okay.
And then we got Trade Secrets from Pocock. So
never actually had anything from them.
yeah. I had a little bit of Hitchhiking Ghost here the other day on tap.
Okay.
Pretty damn good beer. So definitely looking forward to trying that again.
Good collaboration with Pocock and RT's. I can't remember.
Is it RT Rogers?
RT Rogers.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
yes.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I didn't see the other one. Sorry about that.
All right. All right. Well, let's start us off. Josh, go ahead.
I figured we start off a little light today from Devin's place out there, Desert Beer. He's got this beer that he worked on, basically light lager. But if craft breweries are able to pull this kind of awesomeness out of what they're doing, then the big guy's got something to think about. So this is a light lager. He calls it America for a reason.
Oh, yeah. That's a good sound.
Yep.
I also like the name America.
America.
Yeah. America.
Oh, look at that. That is a clear beer. Now, Josh, being the brewer that you are, getting a beer to get nice and clear like this, not easy, is it?
Not usually, especially for lagers, because the lager yeast takes a sweet time. It also is fermenting from the bottom, not from the top, which makes it a little hard for it to kind of get up in the beer. And sometimes they tend to linger in that beer as a result of that. But when you get something as beautiful as this, you got to enjoy that and savor it.
America.
America.
Yeah. That's a good beer.
Yeah.
Like well done beer.
Like he just hit this one right out of the park, man.
Yeah, that was well done.
Just clean.
If he was canning, like I could just see the can. Like, I mean, a dude in like red, white, and blue Speedos, like shooting like a flamethrower with a big flag in the background. Like, yeah.
Riding an eagle.
Yeah. That's good. Good job. It was Devin and you say Chase?
Chance.
Chance,
yeah.
Yeah.
Chance is a brewer,
Brewer extraordinaire.
Yeah.
He's a veteran, right?
Yeah, he is a veteran, and
Awesome.
actually, I think this was his idea, his recipe that he was like, I got it, we got to try this. And,
Nice.
And like I even told him, I was like, dude, just great freaking job, great job with this. So
That is a good drinking lager
Yeah. Yeah, this is just like kick back, relax.
Watching football.
Yep.
They definitely got it perfected, man. I can see them dropping that again in the summertime and pumping that around 4th of July.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good beer.
And what's cool is he made a ton of this stuff.
Did he?
Yeah, so that's like the best of both worlds. It's like you get the beer, you get it right, but then you just made a ton of it. So it's like go forth and sell.
Nice.
So, yeah. Pretty straightforward. I mean, you can probably get the corn notes in there. I mean, definitely an adjunct lager, as they call it. But
Yeah.
as I was mentioning earlier, people like Coors, Budweiser, like if they were making beers like this, I'd be happy.
Dude,
But they're not.
that is a very good beer. That's like an American classic right there.
Yeah.
As far as the beer goes.
Yeah. So and this is what I think is pretty awesome with like the craft, renaissance, so to speak, is they're basically beating the big guys at their own game.
Yeah. Last night I had dinner at the Red Robin, and apparently Red Robin collaborated with New Belgium, and they came out with what they called 1969 lager. That's the year Red Robin went in business. Yeah. And I wasn't expecting to have anything good at Red Robin because usually their choices are like Coors Miller and Blue Moon and some, they have Guinness in a bottle.
Yeah.
But, nothing special. And it was actually really good. This is better, but it was for Red Robin.
Yeah.
It was good. It was
That's
easy
funny
drinking.
you mentioned that. I'll have to try that again because a couple months back I tried the same one thinking, oh, okay, this looks kind of... I didn't know they went in with New Belgium on that one.
Yeah.
But I remember trying it going, this is fucking garbage. Like, who the hell who the hell made this?
Yeah.
But maybe it was just a skunk keg or
Could've
line
been.
or something. I don't know. But
Yeah, it was crisp, but this one like definitely hits all the notes and the senses. See, there I could pick up the glass and I smelled nothing.
Yeah.
I get tons of scents when I get this.
yeah, you get
Corn, you get the corn.
the corn, you get the barley. You get, yeah.
Yeah, this is a really good beer. Shout out to Desert Beer Company
Very
again.
good.
So, very good stuff.
That's something to think about for the summer.
That is definitely a good beer, man. I would definitely carry that here. And especially summertime, if I killed it or something.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You get people coming.
Yep.
Get ready.
Run out waving the American
Do you
flag
ever-
after drinking that.
Yeah.
Do you ever get this? Because I know some of my buddies that own breweries and people we've talked to, when people come in, they'll be like, what do you have that tastes like Bud Light
Yeah.
or Budweiser?
I point them right towards the water jug. Right there, dude.
Right? Exactly. Oh man, it's so irritating
Yeah.
to people. Like I have a sister-in-law that's like that. She's like strictly Budweiser. It took me better part of 7 or 8 years to find a craft beer that she actually liked because she's so stuck on Budweiser. And we finally found one. It was at I think I told you about this, Josh. Where was it at? It's in Carlsbad or Vista, right next to Mother Earth. I'm trying to think. Wavelength. You ever heard of Wavelength Brewing?
Wave, no.
Okay, so it's right next to Mother Earth in the little Old Town Vista area where all the breweries are at. It's around the corner from Belching Beaver and some of the others.
Okay.
But they had a beer called White Walker Ale, and it had like the Game of Thrones kind of
Right,
theme.
right.
It's a cool brewery because it's like kind of like sci-fi, like pop culture kind of deal. But she tried it and she's like, I actually like this one. I was like, holy crap. we found a craft beer.
Yes.
Like, geez.
There is a God.
Of all the good beers that I try to get you to drink, and you finally, this one, a random hole-in-the-wall brewery in San Diego, we found one,
Nice.
But yeah, it's actually a good brewery, Wavelength. They've been in business for a couple of years. They're a newer brewery, but they do a lot of like R&D beers, and some of their flagship beers are really good too.
That's cool.
But yeah, definitely check it out because it's cool. Like that whole little area, you probably walk to about 4 breweries. So just get dropped off, get an
Stumble
Uber.
towards the last one.
Yeah, that was kind of me because I didn't expect to go to Wavelength. I was at Mother Earth, and there was so much that I wanted to try, so I had like 2 flights, and it's like 5 and 5, and then I'm like, whoa, because one of them was like a 13 or 14% one, and I'm like, oh, and then I saw Wavelength, I'm like, well, it's right there.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and try it.
Get a little White Walker.
Right, exactly.
I was gonna say the one time you gotta be careful with little taster, flights and stuff like that is if you go to White Labs.
Oh gosh.
Like, never tell them to give you the full flight of a particular beer because
Really?
you will fuck yourself over. Or at least I did. I walk up there and they're like, "Oh, we just did this porter. We got like a couple of different strains of yeast." So I was like, "Oh, give me a taste of everything." 16 fucking tasters later. I'm just like, oh crap. And you can't let good beer go to waste. And
Yeah.
so next thing you know, I'm basically getting a ride home from my lady, and she's like, I ain't stopping for your ass, and I'm pissing in jugs. So, yeah.
Good stuff. Well, America.
America, good beer.
Oh, yeah.
Liking it?
That's a damn good beer.
Liking it a lot.
Yeah, Devin, if you're listening, do this again. Chance, to you too.
Yeah. Please.
Really, really good.
Also, if you are, well, I know he's listening because he always listens, but I wouldn't mind a little bit more of that jalapeno cilantro because I think that's going to be good for like micheladas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was pretty bummed because I think I got like the last of it, and he's like, "Damn, I didn't get a chance to make the michelada with it." I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, "It's okay. I'll make more." I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that was good. All right, so we're gonna step up our game here.
Yep, going into a little bit of a hitchhiking ghost from Brouwerji West. So, Jimmy, this was a hazy?
It is a
Or
hazy.
Hazy, okay. I kind of remember it was. I just needed
Yeah.
a little help there because I know they do West Coast hazies, everything and the like. And of course, the sound that everyone loves.
Yes.
Can't ever go wrong with
Yeah,
that.
it's got a good ABV on it too. I think it's a 7.3 on that
Seven?
character. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's hazy
Yeah,
for sure.
it's like orange juice coming out of the
Oh yeah.
This is one of the sexiest beers I've seen all year long, honestly, already. Well, it's only January, but you know what I mean?
I'm sure it'll hold up to it.
Definitely looks juicy. That's pretty close to our turmeric beer there, Josh. Color?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you love that beer, Jimmy.
So back to hitchhiking goes.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hey, when we made that, this is what I told him. I said, if we took two people, one person's going to absolutely hate it, and one person's going to like it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we've been running into.
Really?
So it's like, some people are like, oh my God, it's turmeric. No. And then other people are like, this is some weird stuff, but I like it. And it's one of those things, and I don't know. I think it's one of those like one-off beers that,
Yeah.
some people are going to like it, some people are going to hate
I
it.
get it. I get it.
What's trippy though is in recent, as it's been aging, like
Yeah.
the turmeric's kind of like dropped out. Now it's like a ginger bomb.
Yeah.
Like just straight
Ginger. Yeah. And the color, have you had one lately? The color's actually it's gotten a lot darker.
Really?
Yeah. So not so much like that bright orange, and it's starting to like, the orange is starting to go away, and it's starting to turn into like a dark ale.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of a trip.
But yeah, I had one the other night, and you're right about the ginger. I felt like I just grabbed that big old plate of ginger at the sushi restaurant and threw it in my mouth.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, ooh. That's what Jose was telling us.
that's
He was like, I would love to have this with some sushi and some wasabi and like, see, there you go.
Yeah.
Great sauce. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
There you go. Yeah, just boil it down. Put it
Reduce
on,
a little bit.
put it on your crunchy roll there.
Yeah.
Well, like we say, there's a beer for everybody. So.
Right.
Indeed, there are. Well, cheers.
All right.
Or many beers.
Yeah, let's
Or many, yes.
get into this. So Brouwerji West, or as I like to call them, Brouwerji West. Right? Oh, there's the phone. That's okay. We'll let Jimmy run and go grab that.
Turn it off.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is wow.
That's a good beer.
I got to see this can. I really do.
If nothing else, Brouwerji has like some of the best can art I've seen, hands down.
Yeah.
So-
So we can get a look at that. That's Hitchhiking Ghosts. Good call on this one, Jimmy. This is a good beer.
That's
That's
probably
fire.
my favorite on tap right now.
That is fire.
Yeah.
How is on tap versus the can?
I haven't had the can yet.
Haven't had. Oh well, we're gonna find
I
out.
don't know,
Let's see.
I'm
Jimmy's-
kind of liking the can actually,
Yeah.
strangely enough. Because I had on tap like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I'm kind
Can.
of liking the can.
Yeah, it's got some.
There's good
That's
mouthfeel.
just a good. That's just a
The
good
body
beer.
on it's perfect for a hazy.
Yeah. Got those nice little dank and juicy and citrus
Those
notes all.
esters, yeah, those esters
yeah.
come through, make it juicy as hell.
Oh, yeah. And as I was just saying, like, I'm still tripping out on how they kind of get the stickers on these cans.
That one looks like that took a lot of work because it's not just like one big sticker; it's a ton of little stickers.
Yeah. Or at least it's like layered kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's that got to cost to do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I'm just thinking, so it's not too often you see a can that has like artwork, but it's like textured artwork.
right.
Like it's like sensory.
Yeah. You just want to keep touching the can.
Yes.
Yeah. That is a damn good beer.
Yeah, I really enjoy this beer.
Yeah.
That's actually better than the last Brouwerji West that we had, I think, 2 episodes ago. You got it from here. Which one was that one? Do you remember? Had a tiger on it.
Oh, you're talking about the Dig My Earth.
Oh, no, it was a fox. The fox was like ripped
split in half.
Yeah, Dig My Earth.
Dig My Earth,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is better. For sure.
Yeah,
Well, I think Dig My Earth was kind of like their introduction to the world, isn't it? I think it was like one of the first ones that came out.
I think so. Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing that like a year or 2 ago, and everyone was just tripping out over the can art, just like, what
Right.
the hell?
Going nuts.
Yeah, it's a fox in half.
That new 8.5 Sabro just came out with this one too. Well, it came out a little while ago. That one's pretty.
That's a pretty
phenomenal,
good,
too.
yeah. Had that one.
I mean,
the
you
other-
get tropical notes on that all day long with that Sabro hop. It's just, yeah.
Sabro's a trippy one in that you almost get like a pina colada thing going on
Yeah.
with it. Though I ended up doing was it a hop oil extract?
Uh-huh.
And I kid you not, the thing like smelled like blue cheese. Like straight up, I'm like, what the? Like, where the hell did that come from?
That's a little funky.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, but no, this Hitchhiking Ghost, man, it's been flying off the tap too. People have been just like buying it left or right.
Yeah.
So
Rightfully so. Man.
yeah, it's just really good beer.
I could see why for sure.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's like remember we talk about that guy, the Beer Thug Life guy, that's chuggable.
Yeah, all cheers.
Yeah, that's right. I like that beer a lot.
A lot more hazies are getting like that too. I find that they're easier to drink and you can actually just pound them if you desire. I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
But
You might hate life, or your stomach
Yeah.
might hate you afterwards. But
yeah, I had a shitty day. I need a hazy.
It's funny because I've noticed that when hazies first started infiltrating their ways into California, the first go around, it was like, I don't know, a lot of them were real sweet, and
They were almost
they
going
weren't
for
as
like the
dank, they
orange
weren't as
juice.
hoppy, and it was like almost like, all right, so this is what you guys are doing on the East Coast. Let's throw our West Coast flavor out here.
Exactly.
Let's hop the shit out of these things, and now they're better, I think. Yeah,
Yeah, there's so many layers to a hazy done on the West Coast, I think.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So,
Well, I mean, they definitely know they're getting that right amount of bitterness that it's like, yeah, I am drinking an IPA. You know you're drinking
Right.
an IPA. That was the issue I always have with like the milkshakes is like, am I really drinking an IPA or am I just drinking like a fucking fruity sweet, you
Right.
know, lactose bomb?
yeah. At what point does it cease being an IPA? You know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
For sure. Well, that was a damn good beer. Good job, Brouwerji West.
yeah.
So they were here last Friday?
They were here Saturday,
Saturday.
last Saturday,
Saturday.
so we can go today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because I wanted to go and I had to run out of town. Yeah.
Today's their Juicy. Was it Juicy Fest? Juicy Brews Fest.
Juicy brews.
Yeah, they're having it out in San Pedro. I guess they got like, I don't know, 20 breweries going to be out there or something or more.
Wow.
Yeah, they got a huge lineup today. I was like, man, I should be out there.
I know. That's probably what you're realizing now, being a business owner, is like all this cool stuff that you could do before. You're like,
yeah, I'm missing a lot of stuff right now, but it's all right.
hey,
I'll catch
that's
up. I'll
worth
catch
it.
up.
I was gonna say you're getting yourself established, doing a good job at that. So I'm sure after a while, you get your firm foot
Yeah.
down, and then you can start kind of playing around and be like, oh, it's research and development.
Exactly. Jason and I, we talk about that all the time. It's like, as soon as we get this place established, we're out of here, man. We start
Yep.
going back to the breweries. And,
We got to go do some sampling.
Yep.
Like I like to tell my wife, it's research, babe. Just research. It's for the
R&D.
show.
R&D. You got to do R&D.
Oh yeah, always got to do R&D. All right, so you pop this one out of the fridge here. Let's see what we got. Trade secrets: raspberry guava tart smoothie. There's a lot going on there.
It's a lot going on in that beer. I was kind of hesitant when we first picked it up. Looked at a lot of the reviews on Untapped and stuff, and it has really high reviews on Untapped.
Really? Okay.
And then, yeah, well, let's see what you guys think
All
about
right.
it.
No need to put the idea in.
Exactly. Let's see what you guys think about it.
Well, I can already see the color as he opened the can there. Wow.
That is like a deep red.
She is thick.
All right, let me see some of it.
That's about, well, a little darker than, what was that, the 8-bit that had the power of Grayskull.
That was a tart one right there.
Wow, look at that color.
The color is amazing on this thing.
Wow.
It's interesting
It's
because
almost like they took like a sour ale or whatever, but then made it hazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
You get almost like kind of like the white, like sort of sheen.
Yes.
Smell that.
Oh wow. That actually. Wear that like a cologne, man. That's pretty good.
Wow. That's pretty good.
It's not bad, right?
No.
You actually get a little bit of that guava coming through over there too. I
Yeah.
thought the guava would get lost in that beer, but it doesn't. It's there.
Actually, that's really well blended. Like
Yes.
just like boom, it's like you get your raspberry, you get your guava.
Yeah.
It's tart.
Tart.
You know.
Good mouthfeel on it.
Oh yeah.
So these guys are
Creamy.
Pocock's out in Santa Clarita. Never heard of. I've heard of Pocock, but I've never heard of RT Rogers. Looks like they're from Sierra Madre. So, but this is, you know, you talk about your 450 Norse and all that kind of stuff. This is,
Yeah.
you can taste the alcohol content in this, so I'm not worried that they're lying about 6.3% here.
Right.
Right.
But I was pretty impressed with this beer when we first got it.
No, I can see why. It's like
So what I like about it, because we kind of talked about it, I'm not a big fan of like the sweet beers. The scent, the aroma that you're getting, you're thinking it's going to be sweet, and then when you taste it, it's just tart.
It's tart.
Yeah.
No
Tart all
sweetness.
day.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it has a clean finish too. It's
Yeah.
a very, very clean finish. There's
No
lingering,
aftertaste,
There's
yeah.
nothing to it. It just finished as well.
Yeah. They did a really good job
So-
on this one. So let's see.
Well, this is the thing I like about beers where they're throwing in, you know, all the extra ingredients is you get beer up and front. You know this is a beer,
Right.
you know. Even though it's tart, it's augmented with guava and raspberry and all that,
Right,
but
right.
it's still a beer, you know. So good job.
I don't know, enjoyed that beer. It's one of those beers you can't have like more than a pint of, but
Yeah.
That'll wreck your palate for sure with the sour. Yeah.
but it's a really good beer. I mean, I like that beer.
So, oh, good job. Thanks for pulling this
Yeah.
one out. This is good
Well, I
stuff.
figured it's something you guys hadn't seen yet, so
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Pull that out.
Always open to try.
Exactly. I want to get something that you guys, hey, I haven't seen that beer before. Let's try it.
Yeah.
So,
Now, is this something that people can readily go out and find, or is this something that through connections you were able to procure?
I don't know about readily flying. I mean, it's going to be out there.
Yeah.
We'll say Santa Clarita.
Sounds-
Yeah, I was.
It's a far drive.
Yeah, yeah. I don't remember, hearing of these guys outside, but I figure if you're in the area, you're probably gonna find it.
Yeah, you're gonna find probably I would say especially bottle shops and stuff, you'll be able to find it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here and there. So it was
Yeah,
one of the
that's-
things that we jumped on when we saw it. It was like, oh, that looks like a great beer. Let's get it.
Yeah.
So,
Was this something one of the vendors were
Yeah.
carrying? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
do
always
you
handy.
still have this in stock, or we're
I
out?
probably have maybe 10 cans left
10
of it.
cans,
And
So
flying.
listeners, Beaumont, California, not too far from anywhere. You want a can of this stuff? He's got a few cans left, so get up here and get them while they're still here.
Yeah, if I
They're
can
good.
re-up on that, I will re-up on it because people
Yeah.
like that beer. So
Yeah, that'd be something good to have on tap.
but yeah,
Yeah.
if I
Definitely.
can get a keg of that, I'll get a keg of that.
Wow. Yeah, just like that. The back of your palate, just that tartness that hits you. And
Yeah. I do like the smell on this though. Like it's just like dab your finger in it, kind of like going on a hot date.
Right?
Might be a little fruity. I don't know.
Yeah. It depends on the club you're going to. No, I'm just kidding.
It is 2020, boys. That's good stuff.
Oh yeah. A bit more of a rinse on that one.
Yeah. So our in-between drink, just in case anybody wants to know, shout out to Liquid Death, Mountain Water, murder your thirst.
Yes.
Yeah. That's actually my first time having that. Thanks for bringing those out. Jimmy.
Not a problem.
It's good water. I mean, to me, water's water. There's a couple, I feel like Arrowhead kind of tastes like tap water a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But most water, for the most part, is good. But I can say that it definitely tastes better out of a can,
Yeah.
for sure. It's colder, crisper.
This is the thing right now. This Liquid Death is like people come in buying cases of it.
Really?
I mean, they'll come and buy a 12-pack of this stuff.
Like, I'm going to the craft lounge.
Exactly.
Let me get some of that Liquid
You
Death.
got any of that Liquid Death water? I'm like, sure. Yeah, I got it.
I can tell you this. I'm pretty confident I will drink this way more than I would drink a Budweiser. Yeah. Definitely not going to drink a Budweiser. Well, that was a good beer. What do we have up next, Josh?
All right, so kind of switching gears a little bit here. There's going back to Desert Beer. This is his Hatch Chili beer. So it's called Hatch 25.
Okay.
Nice little pop there.
I know Jimmy's excited about the Hatch chili.
Oh yeah, I'm a big Hatch Chili beer fan.
Here.
Look at that color. Wow.
He says this one I think has gotten a little bit hotter as it's like sat around. So it might have a nice little spicy kick to it.
All right. Oh, you can smell
Oh
it.
yeah,
Clear your sinuses a bit.
smells like grandma's kitchen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, there it is.
I like a. Smells like a chili Rihanna.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it smells like my grandma's kitchen. It's like
Of course, I'm always a huge fan. Like I like chili beers. I don't know why. Like chilies normally like just wreck me.
Yeah.
Like I just can't do them too well. I love them to death sometimes with the heat. But for some odd reason in beer form, I'm just like I'm all over it.
You've mentioned that before
Yeah,
too. You
yeah,
come in
I-
mentioning that before.
Yeah. So and Hatch I think is probably one of the better chilies to put in a beer. I would say habanero is probably the only one I try to stay away from because it's gonna hurt you going down. It's gonna hurt you going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, just a
just
precursor, little warning. It is spicy, but I like it.
Oh yeah, that's got some kick. That's good though.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's
It's got a little kick to it, a little bite in the back end there.
Yeah.
Overall, though, it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
That's one beer I keep telling you guys I may have to pull out here. Over the holidays, I procured a Stone's, I think, Punishment. Yeah.
Yeah.
One's got like Naga and like Scorpion, all these like crazy chilies that are meant to
Yeah.
just kill you.
That's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt, yeah. Which is funny because I was talking to a guy, was it Chris? He was a Stone rep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes in here often, and I was telling him about this beer, and he's like, "Oh, it's like 5 years old. I'm sure the chili's dropped out." I was like, "No, it hasn't." It's like you're gonna hurt. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Wow. That's good, man. Devin definitely, he just plays with all kinds of stuff out there, doesn't he?
Yeah, him and Chance both, man. They're just like playing off each other with those ideas, just coming up with all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, that's why he's got like 20 beers on tap right now. Just
Yeah.
all different like styles of everything under the sun.
I'm getting like some floral notes out of this thing too.
A little bit.
There's something floral in that
Yeah.
thing that's kind of coming through, which makes it actually a little more pleasant than I thought it was going to be.
I wonder what kind of hops he was using, did he say?
I didn't get a chance to talk to him. Yeah, by the time I showed up there last night, he had headed off to dinner, which is good. I was like, dude, like, get the fuck out of here. Like, go and enjoy yourself.
Right.
Because every time I'm there, he's like running around, like taking care of shit.
Jimmy wouldn't know anything about that, would he?
No.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I definitely, you can appreciate, someone that owns their own business. I was here on Pure Project Tap Takeover, and I saw Jimmy working his ass off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jason and I were both working our ass off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
we were feeling
dude,
it
it was
that
crowded in here. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy, because we came up, I think, I think we got here about maybe 45 minutes after it started.
Yeah.
So, and it was already standing room only. I mean, there's just tons of people here. I think you had live music going on that night.
We had live music
over
going
here in
on.
the corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was cool. Definitely for Alex that I brought with me. He loves Pure, so he's like, when I told him about it, he's like, "I'll be at your house in 5 minutes. Let's go."
Yeah, that was a pretty good takeover, man. They treated us really well when they came out too. They got us a keg that hadn't been released yet.
Yeah, you guys actually had one that was dropping the next day.
Sakura. We had the
Yep.
Sakura that was dropping the next
Because I
day.
remember I texted you and I told you, like, I'm drinking a beer right now that nobody else can have until tomorrow.
Yeah. So we were pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, we had people coming down from Pasadena and stuff just to do this thing. So it was
Well, I mean,
crazy.
Pure gets around. I mean, they're definitely, they're already huge, but they're getting huger because now, like, a lot of the beer trade sites from all over the country, people are starting to say, in search of Pure, and
Right.
it used to be like in search of Monkish and Electric. Now people are starting to talk about Pure a lot more. So
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, if you make quality stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
not going up their ass or anything, but it's like I haven't had a bad beer yet from them.
Yeah.
Everything's been like phenomenal
Yeah.
that I've had. So
Yeah, I remember having one that was like super high alcohol content. It was the I'm trying to think of the name, something like Tyrannosaurus Rex, but you might know. It's like it was a stout.
they have Chocosaurus Rex, Maplesaurus Rex,
The Maplesaurus Rex, that's the one I had.
The
So,
Hazelsaurus is the one I had on tap.
You got Hazelsaurus,
That was
yeah.
Hazelsaurus, and that was phenomenal.
I think that you had that night, right? I
that
had
was
some of that.
Hazelsaurus Rex.
But I had the maple one down in San Diego, and I remember telling my wife, I was like, this right here has got to be one of the most dangerous beers I've ever drank,
Yeah.
because I think it was like 13.2 or something like that. But no, I mean, it tastes like I was drinking breakfast.
Oh man,
So good, so thick.
they have the Corliss series too, the stouts that they've been coming out with after the Rex series, I guess.
Yeah.
And that Corliss is phenomenal. You go down there sometimes and they'll have a different variation of it.
Yeah.
Vanilla, strawberry, blueberry, raspberry, sometimes maple, chocolate. But the Corliss,
Good stuff.
oh my God.
Okay.
You can't get that outside the tap room. Not even I can get that. So-
We featured them on one of our episodes, I don't know, it's probably 5 or 6 episodes now when we did the San Diego episode.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember what we had for that episode. It was,
Do you remember if I grabbed the Pilsner that they did? Or
the rain.
Rain? I think it was Rain.
we had a couple of them.
Yeah.
Because I had brought back the one from San Diego,
That's
a
right.
pack, and you brought one. But yeah,
Picked up here.
I love their story, like how they went down to Brazil,
Rica
right?
or-
Costa Rica,
It's Costa Rica.
and started the brewery down there, and then came back here, and it's
Yeah.
like everything. They use all organic materials, and just everything's so fresh and clean. Like even their tap rooms, like you walk in and there's like bushes growing out of the walls.
I'm still trying to
and-
figure out the stones in the sink, though. I don't understand the
Stones in
stones
the
in the
sink.
sink. I'm like, why are there stones in the sink? I'm not understanding what that does. Maybe it's a natural filter. I don't know, but it's like, why are there stones in the
Right?
sink? I haven't asked them. I should ask them next time I go down there. So why do you have stones in the sink?
Yeah, it's definitely a great brewery, but another great brewery, which we're sampling right here, the Desert Beer Company, this Hatch Chili.
Yeah.
I like it. I think I like the jalapeno cilantro a little better than this one. It's still a good beer, lots of good flavor, just something one-off,
Yeah.
different kind of beer. The America was definitely my favorite so far that we've had. We've got some more from
Yeah, we
them
got,
too.
got one more.
Yeah.
The trick with this beer, he's telling me, is like, I think the reason why he keeps making this one is he does micheladas at the brewery there.
That makes
and
sense.
this is like a perfect,
Yeah, because then you don't have to add any spice to it, really. I mean,
Yeah, he just rims the glass and pours
Yeah,
it.
I got
mix-
some mix. We can mix it up right now. Here.
Yeah,
Go
actually,
in.
yeah.
there you go.
There you go.
See what it tastes like, right?
I got mix.
A little wake you up.
Yeah. We get a locally made craft michelada mix here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they make it. It's a couple that started making it probably about 6 months ago.
Yeah. Here in this area?
Yeah, they're in Beaumont.
Okay.
And we buy a couple cases of their michelada mix and making it here. They have like rimmers and stuff. It's really cool. It's called Muñeca's Margarita Mix.
Okay.
And
That means baby face, right?
Baby doll.
Baby
Baby
doll,
doll.
yeah. I gotta go back to my
Eighth grade,
poquito español.
8th grade Spanish class.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's really good. I think you've tried it.
I haven't tried it. I'll try it with this.
Maybe.
So afterwards, we'll
Yeah, just
do a
crack
little-
out the michelada mix. Yeah.
make a couple of them.
Whip
wake,
it up, yeah.
and then
There you
wake
go.
up. Still early enough.
I don't know until 3. We're good.
That's right. That's right. So, what are your hours here at the Craft Lounge?
Well, we're closed on Tuesdays. That allows us to go to breweries and pick up beers and stuff. We do a lot of our sourcing of our beers ourselves.
Okay.
So it kind of makes us a little, I'm not saying unique, but more unique than others.
Yeah.
Mondays we're open 3 to 10, Tuesdays 3 to 10, Wednesdays 3 to 10. Then Fridays 3 to 11, Saturdays 3 to 11, and Sundays 1 to 10.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna be working on getting those hours changed here pretty soon. A little longer, not too late, but maybe until midnight or something though.
It'll be good. I mean, it seems like you definitely have quite the night crowd.
Yeah, the night crowd comes in, even Thursdays. Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, we get some, after 6 p.m., we start getting just people like lining in.
Yeah.
just going
Well, I
through
mean,
stuff.
for the area, there's not much to do.
I guess nightlife.
Yeah, and we try to provide that because, I mean, Jason, my partner, he's from here in Beaumont, Trey Valley, actually. I'm from Banning. So we've lived out here our whole lives, effectively. And we know what it's like to live here
Yeah.
and what's not here.
Yeah.
Because we would always have to go to Redlands or Rancho or LA or San Diego to go to hit good breweries or good spots.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So one day we're just sitting at a tap room one day and we're sitting there like, you know what, let's open one of these things, man. Just go do it in Beaumont and just bring good beer to Beaumont so people don't have to go out and get it.
Yeah.
Now we're providing that spot where people could just come. And even like with people coming down from Pasadena, now they don't have to go to San Diego for Beer Project.
Yeah.
They come to Beaumont.
Or me.
Yeah.
Or Beaumont, or exactly from the desert.
I drive right up the hill.
Yeah, or
Like-
from San Jac, or from the desert, whatever.
10 miles maybe, something like that.
And you know, that's kind of the goal. It's kind of the goal, like we even had in our business plan, was to introduce people to newer breweries. It's not always just the big breweries, big craft breweries you hear about. There's
Right,
smaller guys that make great beer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how many people in this area have actually heard of Pure Project or Arrow Lodge or these other places that we're bringing in? Not a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
So, you know, we kind of pride ourselves in doing that.
Oh,
So,
Yeah, because, you know,
It shows.
a lot of these areas, you know, all they hear about are the big breweries.
Yeah.
So, you know, like Carl Strauss and stuff like that.
Exactly, and there's
Stuff that they
not
see in the
knocking them.
store.
What
Right.
they do is great beer, but there's also the smaller breweries are doing like fantastic, amazing beers.
Absolutely,
So
Yeah, and I find it pretty awesome that you guys, you know, you could rest on your laurels and say we're just going to supply beer, but you're also jumping in the wine and cider and mead. And,
yeah.
And I know you guys got some diehard fans for that mead. That
Oh man,
Mead.
people! When we run out of that mead, that one specific mead, man, people want to riot. They go, they come in. Where's the mead at? I'm like, we're out. What do you mean we're out? You're out of mead?
Shout out to Johnny C, who's been a guest several times on the show. Remember? What the fuck is mead? So I don't know if you heard that episode, Jimmy. We were at Props and Hops, and Johnny, he's a good friend of mine. He goes out there with us, and they had mead at their booth for the Coachella Valley Home Brewers Club.
Nice.
And I didn't know that he didn't know what it was. And he was bringing people to the booth. Come try this mead. You gotta try this mead. And like, he brought like tons of people, and we were slinging mead like left and right. And then all of a sudden, like, we went and recorded a podcast that night, and he just like out of the blue, like 45 minutes into the podcast, just out of nowhere, he goes, "What the fuck is mead?"
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't drink it. I kept trying to get him to drink it, and he was like, "Nah, it's too high alcohol. Like, I'm not gonna drink." So Josh gave a nice explanation about what mead was and how it's made and stuff like that. And so it was a funny moment on the show.
Yeah, he's like, hold on. I got a question for you. What the fuck is mead? It's like deadpan. Just
That was great. But there's a lot of, it's great because mead's starting to get big, man. There's a lot of shops that are open, and Batch Mead in Temecula just opened not too long ago. And
Yeah, someone was just telling me about that not
yeah,
too long ago.
I keep wanting to, you know, get out there. I give them shout outs every once in a while and put them up on my social media, like when they've had their events and when their grand opening was. But still haven't been able to go out there, but I definitely want to check it out.
Right.
So definitely something different.
yeah. I was hoping I would have a chance to do that this past week with the holiday and stuff, but I guess a lot of guys decided to shut down for the holiday, and I was like, oh, okay, well,
Yeah,
another time.
that's right. Another time.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, what do we have? What's next?
Well, final one on our roster here is also from Desert Beer. This, I think, is a phenomenal beer. It is a Cascadian Dark Ale that he did, also commonly known as a black IPA for some folks, even though they are more or less distinct, depending on who you talk to. But he calls this one Cascadium Nocturnum, really good beer. So basically think of like a hopped up stout.
Well, you know I like stouts, and those are my favorites usually. So, probably gonna like this.
Yeah, it's like best of both worlds right here.
All right, get that going. Very nice.
Good nose on this thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think between this one and the America, I think
Yeah.
these are, in my opinion, these are like his top two.
That's
beers
got
right
some
now.
good head on it
Oh yeah.
after pouring it. Oh yeah. Got me sold on that one.
Yeah.
What are we calling this? Cascadian Stout?
Yeah, Cascadium Nocturnum.
Cascadium Nocturnum Desert Beer Company. Wow.
That's a good beer.
Yeah, that's
That's a
great.
good beer.
Yeah. Like when he brought this one out, I was just like, dude, this is it. This is right now. This is your number one. You know, like. And then of course he had to top himself with America, and I'm like, shit, dude.
So this is Cascadian.
Cascadian Dark Ale.
Dark Ale.
Yeah.
What was the name of them?
Cascadium Nocturnum.
Cascadian Nocturne.
Yeah.
Nice.
What is?
Hoping I'm saying that right.
He's got it written on some tags.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I got it right.
This is a very good beer.
Yeah. Yeah, Devin, like I said, man, jeez.
No, I said him and
I haven't had a beer that I like dislike from him yet. I mean, obviously there's more of my favorites, but man, he's got so many options. Would you say he's got 26 on tap right now?
20.
20.
Dude, I can see so many variations of this beer.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
so many variations of this beer.
Yeah, I think he was doing. He also started doing his own cold press coffee, and I think he was throwing a shot of it in this.
Wow.
And that was.
I get the coffee. I get coffee. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I mean
notes
it's
of
got
it.
coffee notes already,
Right,
but
well,
with the cold press in there, it was just like
It's probably be insane.
Yeah.
Probably be insane.
he was doing a combo for a little while called coffee and cream because he did a cream ale with vanilla in it, and he put the cold brew in there, and it's like actually a really good combo.
Dude, that alone is a great beer. I can
Yeah.
just see the variations coming out from that beer being amazing.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. That's.
It's got like the nice coffee, roastiness. It's a little hoppy.
I just like it because
bite.
it's got the flavors that I like in beer, you know, because I love stouts. But my problem with stouts is usually they're so thick and heavy that you can't just pound them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
this
I'm-
one's also light bodied too.
there's a light
Very
body
light
in this.
body.
I could drink a few of these and
It's
be
a
all right.
very light mouthfeel. It's a good beer. This is just a good beer.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a good beer.
That's good stuff.
Very impressed with that beer.
Yeah, you definitely hopefully you guys work something out, start getting some desert beer out here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be really awesome.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Just tell them no hatch chili in this, though.
No head chili.
We don't want to do hatch chili in that thing.
Spicy chocolate.
That's funny. Actually, I think I've had
Mole.
Mole.
I think Rogue. They made like a sriracha stout.
Yeah.
I think that yeah
I
because
remember
it was like a sriracha bottle.
Yeah, it's like a big red.
And yeah, I had that, and I was like, I don't know, because I do like the chili beers, but when you mix it in my stouts, I'm like, I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
I think
Yeah.
you came over on that one.
Yeah, I think the only time I've ever liked like the hint of like spice or heat in a beer was Prairie from it's a Midwest brewery. What the hell? I can't think of. Is it Prairie Brewery?
Yeah, Prairie does a lot of
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
that's right.
sours. They do a lot of sours and stuff.
Yeah, sorry, it was Prairie Brewing. It was a Long.
Yes.
Yeah, that one I had a little bit of like a cayenne chocolate
Oh, yeah.
thing going on. I remember that one being like really, really good. You know.
Yeah, no, this one right here, though, this is a very, very, very good beer.
Yeah, I'm pretty definitely impressed with this. And like I said, Devin, Chance, listening,
Yeah.
good job.
I mean, it's got those coffee notes, those chocolate notes, nice and roasty, but light body, like you're saying.
Yeah, it's just
The nose on it is pretty freaking phenomenal.
yeah, you just
The nose reminds me of being like in Denny's or something. You know, the coffee pot going in the background
Yeah,
somewhere, just
oh,
like, yeah.
I definitely wish at work the morning coffee tasted like this.
Right.
yes, yeah.
That would be so much better, right, Jonathan? Oh man.
No, you definitely like this beer.
Yeah, I like a lot. Like it a lot.
That's good. That's really good.
And I think it's a good finisher. You know, we all definitely had some pretty good beers. I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We always like to usually save the best for last. Usually, right?
Usually, yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
That,
And you always got liquid death to finish it off, too.
There we go. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But that was man. I just like. I love this beer.
You want a little more? Or are you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really enjoy that beer. Good job, Devin. Good job.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his beers, but this one's probably good for me.
Yeah, just top of the mark right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, and it was funny too. The one that I had out there that I didn't think I was gonna be like, okay, this is gonna be real too sweet for me. The Mexican candy, that beer was good too.
Yeah.
It was like it tasted like you're eating like something off the ice cream truck,
Nice.
But it had that kind of the salty, spicy flavor with just a hint of sweetness.
Lucas or
Yeah, like remember you used to get Lucas or whatever. get that off the ice cream truck.
Yeah, minus the lead.
yeah,
Right, yeah.
and the crack cocaine.
Exactly, minus that. We're good.
I know. So I remember bringing some of that stuff home, and Mom would be like, "What is that? Where did that come from? It's like the ice cream truck. I don't want you to buy any of that anymore."
Yeah.
But it's funny because it was good.
Oh yeah.
I liked
No,
it.
I mean I had a friend that was like addicted to the stuff, and I was like, I think there's crack in there too.
I remember those suckers. It was like a watermelon or a
Oh,
mango, and it
yeah.
was covered in the chili. Those
Yeah.
were freaking bomb, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man. Imagine if you did like a mango like hazy, and then you like
Rimmed
do
it.
the rim with
Yeah,
the
rimmed
freaking
it.
yeah, dude. That'd be the same thing. I'd be all in on that.
Yeah, we do that with a couple of the slow brew beers here, the Cali Squeeze Mango.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Oh, okay.
We'll rim it with the tahini and stuff. And
Yeah.
people, that's probably the same thing
Yeah.
you're talking
Yeah.
about. You know what I mean?
Actually, I was gonna say that slow. What is it? The blood orange one they do. That one's pretty damn good.
The Cali Squeeze?
Yeah.
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 We had Cali Squeeze not too long ago, didn't we? I'm trying to remember. Blood orange, I think, is what we
Yeah.
had. Yeah.
Well, they do like their own little michelada type.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do a Tio Rodrigo
Yeah.
Michelada mix.
That's
It comes in the can. They're actually be kegging it pretty soon, which is like
Oh wow.
cool and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna come out after.
I'm always
coming out of
worried.
I'm worried about my lines.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I
So
was
it's
like,
kind of like, oh man, I'm gonna taste those lines because I've got gunked up like Michelada mix in there.
Yeah, you might have to get some extra lines just for that.
Exactly.
it's like interesting. Every beer since that time has got a nice little spicy kick to it.
It's like a bloody beer and everything.
Yes.
But I guess Sloper's coming out with they're extending their Cali Squeeze line. They're adding a bunch of new flavors to it.
Really?
I guess they're all coming out in April.
Okay.
So we're thinking about doing a Cali Squeeze tap takeover.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
Are they talking about like different citruses or different
Fruits, just
different
fruits,
and
yeah.
stuff? Okay.
They've got
Oh, shit, they got the pick of litter
shit,
here.
yeah, I want to say they're doing like a Marionberry. They're doing I can't remember. Don't quote me, but they threw out a bunch of stuff, and we were drinking that day too. So I don't really remember all the flavors they were saying. But yeah, they're coming out like 6 or 7 more Cali Squeezes
Wow.
at the end of April, I think it is.
Yeah, I've had I think 3. I think a blood orange, a mango, and a blueberry. I think is what
Yeah.
I had. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they were out at Props and Hops, weren't they? Right next to you. Well, not quite next to you. 2 doors down, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
relatively close.
Yeah.
So we might do like a daytime tap takeover when it's nice and hot outside or something. Do some Cali Squeeze outside.
That'd be
Maybe do
good.
something out, outside patio area.
That'd
or
be
something.
huge. Yeah, especially up here when it's warm,
Yeah, exactly.
because it does get warm up here.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It does.
Joys of living in Southern California.
That's why we live here, though. Look
That is
outside.
true.
That's why we live here.
That is true. Yeah.
If we're anywhere else right now, we'd be miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're watching the news like back east, and there's like getting their snow blowers out, and we're
Yeah.
just kind of chilling right
And
here.
then you like, shit, you're in shorts drinking a beer right now.
Yeah,
That's not happening on the East
In
Coast
January.
right now. That's not happening on the East Coast right now.
definitely not.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, I was gonna say one of the guys I work with, he's having to take a flight out to Kansas where he's from, and he showed me a picture. I guess they had a snowstorm blew through there.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I get to go to this. I'm like, I am so sorry, dude.
Hold on, I'm slipping my shorts on right now. I'm going to the pool. Hold on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I remember when my brother-in-law lived in Minneapolis, just getting the photos and the texts and the videos that he would send during like the heat of winter, and you're just like, hell no.
Yeah.
You know,
No way.
I can tolerate like if it snowed here, like it was like 1 inch, 2 inches, or like kind of like how Idlewild gets, where you get it's good scenery, but they plow the roads and it melts off by the end of the day. Like that's manageable. But when you're like back there and like you open up your front door and all you see is snow because it's
no.
like 15 feet in the air, you're like, no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
Nope.
So why does anyone live here?
It's nice to
Exactly.
see. I mean,
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
see
yeah,
it from
yeah,
here. I can see it
yeah.
on the mountains. Perfect. Let the snow stay there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there. It's cold. It's miserable. It's wet. I don't want to be there. I want to be down here.
Right, exactly.
That's where I want to be. I lived in Idaho for 6 months and then portion of that period was during the winter, the entire winter. and we had like 4 feet of snow. When I used to go to the plant, I think I told you, Josh, it was like with the wind chill factor, 40 below. It was insane. It hurt to the bone. I don't ever want to see it again. When it snows, I get miserable. I hate the snow. God, I hate the snow. I'm like, fuck you, snow.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like to see it, from the window. Like when we go up to the cabin for Christmas every year, see it from the window, but oh man, if you had to like work in it.
Oh yeah.
If you had a job like outside kind of thing.
In the snow, yeah, it's not worth it.
That's brutal.
Well, I just remember going to school out in northern Arizona for a couple of years, and coldest it got out there was like 17 degrees, but even that was enough for me to be like, nope.
Well,
even my car didn't want to start. He's like, car's like, nope. I ain't doing
Well, your blood's so used to the
Yeah.
weather here, growing up here. It's like, I was born and raised in San Diego, so it's like when I first moved up here to the Hemet San Jacinto area, the winters were hard on me because it was cold.
Yeah.
Sometimes San Jacinto can drop to like 18, 19 degrees during the wintertime. We don't get snow or anything, but it just, frost or whatever.
Yeah, it's
You get that nice wind,
Cold.
kind of just cuts
And then
you
I
to the
remember
bone.
my first summer too, like 108, 109. I'm like, oh my God, it's so
Why?
hot.
Oh my God.
Because San Diego, if
just
it gets
always
like
70.
80, people freak out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But of course I've been up here a while now, so I'm used to it now, and it doesn't bother me as much just because I've kind of figured out it's a dry heat. There's really no humidity, and it's not that bad. I mean, it's nothing you want to go out and do hard manual labor in, which I've done before. I remember when we built the pool in the backyard, it was dead of summer. Big mistake.
Oh, yeah.
And then, being a guy that doesn't really know much about doing those types of jobs, my buddy and I rented a sod cutter and cut the sod, and I didn't know you could adjust the levels of this thing. And we cut the sod like so thick when we rolled it up and we had to carry it to the side of the house. Oh man, we almost died because it was like 106. And we're just walking around with these like 400-pound sod rolls, like trying to move them to the side of the house so we could start digging with the tractor. And I'm like, oh my God, never again. Definitely hire somebody to do this. Don't try to save the money. This is ridiculous. So yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Taking me back to my middle school and high school days. Hard labor on the 5 acres.
The 5 acres.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Well, gentlemen, this was a good, awesome beer share. We sampled beers from Desert Beer Company, Brouwerji West, and got to go back, Pocock with a collaboration with R.T. Rogers. That was a good beer too. Actually, everything we had here was pretty good. If I had to rate everything, I'm going to probably go, this last beer is number 1 for me, but I'm biased because I like stouts and I like darker beers. Number 2, I'm probably going to go with this Brouwerji West. That was really good. 3 is a very hard toss-up for me between America and this smoothie beer.
The Trade Secrets.
That's a tough one. And then I'd go with the
Hatch.
chili last, but still that was good too. So what do you think, Josh?
Well, definitely Cascadian's got my mark for number 1 for sure. I'd say second's probably a toss-up between, hitchhiking Ghost, man.
You haven't got that right all day long.
I know. Yeah. So you got Hitchhiking Ghost in America, or America.
Mark.
And then I guess next in line would probably be Trade Secrets, and then the Hatch.
Yeah.
So
Good. How about you, Jimmy? What do you think of everything we tried here?
Honestly, dude, that Cascadian. Cascadian is kicking ass. Yeah, that's a good beer, man.
yeah,
And everything else filters in after that.
It all does.
But my favorite of the day is that Cascadian. You know what I mean?
yeah. No,
I mean, 2, 3, 4, whatever. But that number 1 is going to be the Cascadian. So.
okay. Yeah, it was a good stuff there.
Yeah, great job, Devin.
Chance.
Check Desert Beer Company out. It's La Quinta, right? I always get this wrong. La
Well,
Quinta, Palm Springs, Palm Desert.
It technically is like Palm Desert, but it's like right next door to La Quinta.
Well, because I know, like when I go out to your pad, it's like, okay, I'm there at Desert Beer Company, and then like 6-8 minutes later, I'm at your house. Like,
Which is La Quinta, yeah.
yeah, it's kind of. I guess it's the same as Hemet San Jacinto. People get confused with that because it's like they're right next to each other, kind of thing. But definitely check them out. So, Palm Desert.
Palm Desert officially is the city where they're at, even though like I said, literally you walk like 100 feet, you're in La Quinta.
All right. Yeah, Desert Beer Company. We featured them before, and we'll probably feature them again. And I know Devin wants us to come out there and do a show out there, which we will.
Yeah.
And then also Brouwerji West. They're out in San Pedro, out in LA County. So definitely go check those guys out. They were just here for a tap takeover, and it was successful. So I'm sure Jimmy, you'll probably have them out here again sometime.
Definitely.
So
I know you still got a few on tap right now.
I know.
yeah, definitely
we still
come
have
out.
a few. Come on down, drink some of this Brouwerji West, enjoy it, love it.
Yeah.
And then Pocock out in Santa Clarita, which is a little farther from here, but not that far. I mean, it's drivable.
Yeah.
So
You can go to Magic Mountain, get
Yeah.
a beer.
Right?
exactly. Go ride the Viper.
Yeah.
That was the crazy ride when I was a kid, Viper. Now they got
Man, been
crazier
years.
rides. Yeah, the
Years, I can even tell you.
last time I was there, my brother-in-law, he likes all the crazy rides, and he'd go every year for his birthday. And I went on this ride. I don't even remember what it was called, X or something like that. I got off that ride, and that was the last time I rode any ride like that. My whole equilibrium was completely thrown off. I was like, all right, I'm too old for this shit. Like, what the hell?
I know
Like,
exactly what you're
oh
talking
my
about.
God, dude. Like, it threw me off. I got off, and I was like, I didn't want to eat anything. I was like, this is not for me. And I'm like, and I love rides, but that one's just crazy because it like spins around while you're going on the roller coaster. And I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah.
This is for the young kids. Like, no more for me. So go check out Pocock. And then definitely come check out the Craft Lounge in Beaumont, California. Come see Jimmy and Jason. Gave you the hours. Like I said, probably one of the easiest spots to find right off the 10 freeway because
I was like, you can't miss it as you're driving up. Say you're going up to Oak Glen or something, like you see this big sign that says craft beer, and it's like, oh,
absolutely.
Can't miss
there-
our flag. Got a flag out there.
There's
That's
an
right, you got a
idea,
flag.
you know, you go up to Oak Glen on the way to pick some apples on your way, stop in, grab some brews to take up with you in your picnic basket,
Yep.
head on up to Oak Glen, get some apples.
there you
There
go.
it is.
Yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
like a genius idea to me, but
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, thanks for the hospitality. Thanks for having us here. This was awesome.
thank you. Appreciate you guys coming down.
Yeah, absolutely. So
It's been cool.
again, Craft Lounge, Beaumont, California. Come check them out. This has been great. Great beers, great friends, good times. Now we'll finish it off with some liquid death.
Some liquid.
Slow down on that stuff.
That's right.
Slow
All
down.
right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We'll come back at you with another episode soon. As we always say, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. He goes, are you guys recording already? I'm like, yeah, dude. But he honestly just woke up at like fucking 12 something.